Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between tall mountains, there lived a young woman named Lila. Lila was a baker, known for her magical pastries. Her pies were said to taste so good that even the grumpiest of people couldn't resist a second slice. But there was one thing about Lila that no one knew. She could speak to the wind. Every morning, after baking her famous apple pies, she would walk to the village's highest hill, where the wind whispered secrets of the world. Sometimes, it would bring her stories from far-off lands. Other times, it would carry messages from old friends or long-forgotten legends. Lila loved these moments. It felt like the wind was her secret companion, guiding her through life. One fateful day, the wind brought a peculiar request. A small voice, soft yet urgent, whispered in Lila's ear, "Help us. The harvest is failing in the valley beyond the mountains. The crops are withering, and the people are desperate." Intrigued and deeply moved, Lila packed a basket of her best pastries and set off toward the valley, following the wind's direction. She crossed rivers, climbed steep hills, and braved forests where the trees grew so tall they seemed to touch the sky. All the while, the wind guided her, pushing gently against her back as if urging her forward. When she finally arrived at the valley, the scene was as the wind had described. The fields were dry, the earth cracked, and the people looked weary and hopeless. Lila approached the village and shared her pastries, giving everyone a taste of the magic she carried in her heart. The moment they ate her pies, something extraordinary happened. The sky began to darken, and a cool breeze swept through the valley. The wind, which had been absent for so long, returned in full force, stirring the air and whispering through the crops. The fields began to bloom once more, the plants reaching toward the sky as if awakened from a long slumber. The people cheered, astonished and grateful. Lila smiled, knowing the wind had kept its promise. She stayed in the valley for a while, helping the people rebuild and sharing her magic with them. As the seasons passed, the crops flourished, and the wind continued to guide her. And though she never spoke of it, Lila knew that she had become part of something much larger than herself, something that could not be seen, but was always felt. And so, Lila's legend grew, carried on the whispers of the wind, forever entwined with the promise of hope and a taste of magic.